use a spirit level to get the line perfectly level. Decide on the size and profile that you want to use. There are various sizes and patterns available. Starting at a suitable point, mark off a length of dado to be cut, noting in which direction the miter needs to be cut. Use a tenon saw and miter block to cut. Smooth down any rough edges with glass paper. Now you can try the dado for size. Position another piece of dado to cut the external 90-degree angle. Again, mark the position of the miter cut, noting the direction. Cut to size as you did before. Now try the two pieces of dado together, checking the accuracy of the miter. As with the bath panel, it's a good idea to at least start the pins or nails in the dado. We're actually fixing the dado up with wallboard adhesive. Once this has dried, the pins can be removed. Line up the dado with your pencil line and knock the pins into the wall. The second piece can be fitted in exactly the same way. Unlike external miters, internal angles are tackled somewhat differently. One of the lengths is cut straight into the corner. Now cut a miter in another length of timber and with a coping saw cut around the profile of the miter, as we're showing you here. Measure the length that the dado needs to be cut to, and cut it. This can be now knocked into place and fixed. The internal angle is now complete. Now, the reason that the internal angle is cut and fixed in this way is that it allows for any movement, that's to say shrinkage or expansion in the timber. Work your way around the room until the job's done. Skirting board is fixed in exactly the same way as the dado, except that it is advisable to drill, plug and screw the walls. Fitting new floorboards. Whilst the floorboards are up, if any central heating pipes are exposed, check to see if they've been insulated. This will help prevent knocking and rattling. Here we're using air felt insulation. If the floorboards have been cut level with the joist, a support for the new boards will have to be fixed to the side. Drill and screw this, don't use nails. Cut the floorboards to length. You may find that new floorboards are slightly thinner in thickness to those which you've taken up, in which case they'll need packing up. Find a suitable timber to pack your boards up with. Fix this with pins to the joists. Now position the boards. Make sure you mark the position of any cables or pipes onto the floorboards. Knock a wedge shape in between the old boards and the new boards, which will tighten up the new boards before fixing. Drill through 2 floorboards, avoiding any marks for cables or pipes, and screw the floorboards down. Now measure the gap to be filled if it's not a full floorboard. Mark off both ends and cut to size. Make sure you cut off the side with the groove, not the side with the tongue. This should now be positioned, knock into place if necessary, and fix by drilling and screwing as before. Tool sharpening. It's inevitable that chisels and planes will need resharpening with use. All you will need to do this is an oil stone and a can of household oil. Apply a quantity of oil to the stone. With a gentle grinding action, the sharp edge can be renewed. Make sure there's plenty of oil on the stone so as to stop any abrasion with the metal. Smooth off the back edge of the chisel. The sharp edge is now ready to reuse. Sharpening a plane is exactly the same. Make sure you familiarize yourself with how the plane comes apart. Sharpen the plain blade on the oil stone. Smooth off the back edge as with the chisel. And don't forget to remove any excess oil off the blade.